everyone, how you doing? I thought it'd be fun today maybe to break out some of my super strats and kind of talk a little bit about, my electric playing, which for many years was all I did was play electric. If you watch my channel here, you can see I have a lot of acoustic videos on here. And that's kind of what I'm really into now, picking and all that, playing all that kind of stuff I grew up with. The neoclassical stuff mixed with flamenco influences, Spanish influences, Middle Eastern music, all sorts of different things I'm really into now. But early on, I was a diehard rocker. You know, I started listening to Kiss back in 1978 when I was very young, like 9 or 10 years old. And I was into Ace Frehley, you know, I was a big Ace Frehley fan. For me, the biggest turning point by far is when I heard Eddie Van Halen play. I just couldn't believe how mind-blowing Eruption was. The whole album, the tone, this is my original album I bought by Van Halen. Just everything, you know, even the photographs of the band and stuff. Eddie, I can't even tell you how much Eddie meant to me as a young player. He kind of influenced my whole electric playing. Everything's Eddie Van Halen. I'm a super strat guy, as you can tell. In the early 80s, you know, Eddie was the man, and then I would get into Randy Rhoads, and Yngwie would come on the scene and just totally blow my mind. But I never lost that love for that super strat going through a Marshall. I had a super lead. I still have a super lead, 1974 super lead 100, and I plug in this Kramer Baretta through it. It just sounds amazing. This is a 1986 Kramer Baretta, and it's a poplar body, I believe, not one of the maple ones, with a Seymour Duncan JB, all stock. I really love this guitar. I've always sort of liked the bridge pickup more than the neck pickup. I just like that it sounds more acoustic to me. I love the neck pickup. You know, it's easy to do the sweeps and the speed picking stuff because it kind of covers up some of the noise and it has that kind of bassy sound. It sounds really neat. But the bridge pickup's where it's at for me. I just love the sound of it. Now, right now I'm just running through a Black Star 40 watt amp. It's not tube or anything like that, so it's definitely not the tone that I'm accustomed to. It's not my Marshall Super Lead 100. But, you know, Eddie Van Halen was the man, and, you know, I would sit down and spend hours learning that stuff. It's such a loss with Eddie gone. I can't even put it into words. I've been watching some of the old Van Halen stuff and reliving my childhood. I would just sit down and try to learn all those leads, you know. I don't know if I remember all those still, but you know, all those songs were just incredible to me. You know, and Eddie's feel and just the vibe he had, the way he played in between the cracks of the beat was just monumental for me. You know? And then I'd read like Guitar Player magazine, and Eddie would talk about Allan Holdsworth, and my guitar teacher turned me on to Allan Holdsworth, and you know, that seamless legato playing just blew my mind, and I had no idea what he's doing vocabulary wise at the time, harmonically, and you know, he's Allan Holdsworth, and some of the stuff he's doing is just mind-boggling. But I was just really intrigued with that sound, and I'd see Allan playing, and he played this really cool red Charvel with one pickup, and just that one pickup sound was kind of where I was at. try to get that Allan seamless phrasing and the way he'd like. So Allan was just huge, and I would sit around and, you know, it was Eddie Van Halen and Allan Holdsworth. And then I was also into Ritchie Blackmore and Randy Rhoads, all those guys. I always had a dual personality where I loved like the Holdsworth Van Halen school, that legato school, but I also loved that more structured neoclassical school as well. And that's kind of my style. It's kind of a blend. And now when I play acoustic, I'm kind of taking that, you know, Eddie Holdsworth thing in a different direction. Even though I'm picking a lot of notes and doing that, I try to get that fluidity, even though it's a different approach. But musically, I'm still hearing that stuff in my head. So then after that, I heard Yngwie Malmsteen, and that totally changed my style. Maybe more than changed it, I just added to it. And I worked on my picking hand relentlessly and sweep picking and all that stuff. Which was great because now that I'm playing acoustic guitar, I can just translate that vocabulary to the acoustic. I really appreciate everyone watching, and thank you so much for the comments and liking and subscribing to my channel. I really appreciate it. And if you haven't done that, maybe hit that like button and subscribe. I'd really appreciate it.